Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I apologize about the lighting. It's a very moody, rainy day outside today, so I have a candle going. I have a cup of hot tea. This is a ginger peach black tea. Really good. I figured today we could just talk about empties, like a ton of empties. I haven't filmed an empties video in a couple months, so I have accumulated quite a few, and I'm not gonna be talking about things that I've already talked about before in an empties video, I don't think. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Okay, the first empty that I have is a cleanser. This is the Korres, I almost said Greek yogurt cleanser. This is not the Greek yogurt cleanser. This is the Wild Rose Foaming Cream Cleanser. This is super fragrant, I'm not gonna lie. It's so perfumey to the point where if you wash your face with this and then go to bed, as you're like laying on your pillow, you will smell this. So for that alone, just based on the fact that you can smell this on your skin even after it's completely rinsed off, I don't like how perfumey it is. Does it irritate my skin? No, it does not irritate my skin, but just personal preference, I don't like my skincare to be that perfumey. That being said though, this was a really nice cleanser. Like the creamy texture was really good. It lathered up really beautifully. I use a Foreo Luna Mini 2, I think that's what it's called, which is like a silicone cleansing device, and so it has like those pulsations and it makes cleansers foam up and like lather up really nicely. So this is just a beautiful performance. I think based on the super perfumey effect that it has, I probably won't be repurchasing this. Also because with cleansers, I go through a ton of cleansers like all the time. I'm never loyal to any particular cleanser except for one, the Purity Face Cleanser by Philosophy. I've been purchasing that one since 2014, 2015. I'm very loyal to that one only because it's super gentle and it removes makeup as well as a cleansing balm. But other than that, I don't think I've ever repurchased a cleanser, just because I think cleansers are very fun and there's a lot of room for innovation and just like a really fun textural sensorial experience. So what I'm trying to say is I like to have fun with my cleansers, so probably won't repurchase this, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good cleanser. Speaking of cleansers, I finished up the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This is a great cleansing balm. I probably won't repurchase this only because it's kind of boring. Like I said, cleansers, you can really have fun with it and be very innovative with the packaging, with the sensorial experience and that kind of thing, with the scent and the textures and like whatever. This is super basic. It's fragrance free. So if you're into fragrance free skincare, this is a really fantastic cleansing balm. It emulsifies really beautifully, takes off makeup really nicely, just kind of melts everything down. It doesn't sting the eyes. Just because I think this is a very boring basic product, I won't repurchase it. Also, the fact that I have four cleansing balms right now. Oh my god, no, 5, 6. I have 6 cleansing balms. Oh my god. So the fact that I have 6 cleansing balms in my bathroom right now and I just bought another one, definitely not buying any more cleansing balms anytime soon. Okay, next we have a moisturizer from Glow Recipe. This is the Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Mask. This is a baby size that I got in a, what do you call it, like a gift set at Sephora. I wanted to like this, and all, you know, signs, all descriptions of this product point me in the direction of, oh, I'm really gonna like this. But for some reason I just wasn't reaching for it. And I think that's a really important distinction, is that even if I buy a product and I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna love this, even if I like a product, if I reach for it constantly, that's different than just being like, I like this product. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I did not reach for this at all. Like, it got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm not using this. This is expensive. I started using it on my body as just like a body cream. Is that the best use of this product? Probably not, because this is quite expensive. I think the full size is around $40 or $50, but I just didn't reach for this. And I think the reason why is because it has a very thick, greasy texture that doesn't quite absorb into the skin. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I felt like it just sat on top of my skin, which can be a good thing in terms of creating a barrier to prevent transepidermal water loss, to kind of seal in all of the hydration and all the nourishing ingredients that you may have put on your skin and other serums essences, you know, other moisturizers before you put this on. But I don't know, just the fact that this had encapsulated retinol in it made me not want to mix it with other actives. And I just didn't use this. That's also something that I'm realizing about my personal taste in skincare, is that I generally don't like moisturizers with actives in them, like exfoliating actives like AHA, BHA, retinols like this one. It's not my speed. I feel like I just kind of like serums and toners and essences to kind of do that heavy lifting work, and then my moisturizer just simply purely hydrate and moisturize and provide that really beautiful occlusive barrier on the skin. So while I wanted to like this, I actually ended up not liking it, which is really surprising because Glow Recipe I think is a great brand. I think they create a lot of really fun products, but this one just kind of it didn't work for me. Okay, let's talk about something I would repurchase. Grey Beauty's Beet Shield. I know I have talked about this on my channel before, but I want to talk about it again because I love this product. This is a gorgeous sunscreen. It has a really beautiful fluid hydrating texture to it. It has kind of the texture of condensed milk. Super moisturizing, which I really love because especially with the winter time right now and just the heat in the air because of my heater running, and it's just very dry inside and outside. I just love how easy it is to apply this. I don't even have to think about it. There's no excess time that I spend rubbing it into my skin or anything. There's no white cast with this, so definitely very brown girl friendly, and I just really love the ingredients in here as well. Not only does it have those more sophisticated UV filters that I tend to prefer, that you generally find in Asian and European sunscreen formulations, but also this has a ton of antioxidants, which I think is great because you have UV filters which obviously protect your skin from the sun, but in case anything slips through the cracks, in case there's any, you know, free radical damage from pollution, the antioxidants help to quench those free radical reactions. This does last quite a while even when I over apply it, so even though it looks like a small bottle, it's definitely filled very full when you buy it. Yeah, I would definitely absolutely repurchase this. I'm actually not planning to repurchase this quite yet, only because I just placed an order on YesStyle for another cleansing balm. But also I bought another sunscreen, a new sunscreen. It's the, I don't remember what it's called, but I'll put a picture of it on the screen so that you can look at it. So with that sunscreen, I heard that it's a mineral sunscreen, but it doesn't leave a white cast, which is very interesting because most mineral sunscreens cause quite the chalky white cast on me, so very curious to try that one. This is a body lotion. This is the Fresh Cream body lotion, and I used a whole tube of this, which is not surprising because this is one of my favorite body lotions of all time, especially for like around the holiday season, just because this smells like a freshly baked cookie. Like it just smells so fresh and so sweet. I shouldn't say a cookie, maybe like fresh whipping cream. That's what this smells like. It's really hydrating, really moisturizing, but it's not thick and goopy and greasy. It absorbs really beautifully. Now that it's January and the holidays are over, I probably won't repurchase this, only because this is more of like a seasonal treat for me. I like to buy it right around Thanksgiving time so that I can use it during like the holiday season in December. So I won't repurchase this, but I do really love this and I do tend to repurchase it every single year. I finished up a travel size of the I'm from Mugwort mask. I love this mask and I love it so much that I actually recently repurchased it and I have it upstairs in my bathroom, which is great because this is such a beautiful, soothing mask. I generally don't tend to expect much from wash-off masks, especially ones that are not clay-based. Generally with those wash-off masks, like for me personally, I don't see results. Like yeah, I get maybe instant hydration, but that goes away after a few hours and it just doesn't really do anything in terms of immediate results on my skin, except for this one. If I have like really irritated skin or red skin, or I had a sunburn or just anything irritation related, if I apply a layer of this and leave it on for 30 minutes, my skin is so calmed down and soothed afterward. Mugwort is a really fantastic like herbal ingredient and it's very soothing. It's very like anti-inflammatory. It is just super soothing and very hydrating when it's used in this formulation. This is like a gel texture mask and it has like little chunks of like plant material. I think it's mugwort. Little chunks of plant material in it, so it has a slight exfoliation, like gritty feeling when you're washing it off your skin. It does smell a little weird. It takes some getting used to. It has a slightly like medicinal smell to it, which I personally don't mind, but I know some people have smelled it and been like, ugh, I don't like that. But I definitely have and will continue to repurchase this for sure. Okay, this is a little travel size of the Lineage Cream Skin Refiner. Will I repurchase this? Probably not. Only because the I'm From Rice toner is very, very similar and it's way less expensive. For me, texturally, I prefer the I'm From Rice toner because it's a little bit more lightweight, whereas the Lineage Cream Skin toner is just it's quite heavy. It is a toner, but it has so many emollient ingredients inside of it that make it truly feel like a moisturizer in liquid form, which isn't a bad thing, but I'm just saying for me personally, I tend to use those types of toners in the morning, and this is just a little bit too heavy for me to use in the morning underneath of a hydrating sunscreen like the Crave Beauty Beach Shield. That being said, I do think this is a beautiful, beautiful product. I think it's so well formulated. I really do enjoy using this, and I thoroughly enjoyed using this one up at nighttime. But just in terms of practicality of how I like to structure my skincare routine, what products I like to use in the morning, and just my personal preferences, I don't love this one for my own personal use, but that doesn't mean it's a bad product. This is an amazing product. If you have like really dry skin and you're just looking for a way to just layer on tons of hydration and tons of, you know, really beautiful, rich, emollient ingredients, Lineage Cream Skin Toner is a great pick. So the two products I saved for last are longtime favorites of mine that I finally finished. This is the Visviva Urea 5% and Niacinamide 5% Rosewater Serum. This is like the fourth or fifth bottle I finished, maybe sixth bottle, I don't even know. I burned through these so quickly because truly, I use this every single morning, rain or shine, summer or winter, I constantly am using this. This has such a beautiful, like elevated sensorial experience because it does have rosewater in it. So it has like that really pretty, like feminine, girly, but not too sickly sweet rose petal scent. I just freaking love it. It's so incredibly hydrating too, but it doesn't have a sticky, tacky finish. It doesn't just disappear off the skin. It does feel substantially hydrating in a very approachable way. It's not like goopy, sticky, like pure glycerin, but it's really elegant in formulation. It also has 5% niacinamide, which I think is a great concentration for niacinamide. I know we're very used to seeing like 10, 15, 20% niacinamide skincare products out there, but when it comes to tiny and daily actions, 5% niacinamide is a great percentage to be using every single day. You don't have to use this every single day. That's just what I personally do, and my skin can tolerate it. Niacinamide is great for just kind of controlling sebum production, so keeping your skin less, you know, crazy oily, which I don't really struggle with, but if you do, little tidbit of information for you there. I primarily use this to just kind of control hyperpigmentation, just nip it in the bud. If it starts developing, I find that the consistent daily use that I have of this, it just kind of gets rid of it very quickly. I do have a code with Visviva. If you're interested in picking this up or anything else from them, it's Kaya10. It'll save you 10% off. And then lastly, the La Roche-Posay Sicoplast Balm B5. I've had this for such a long time, which is crazy because it's not even that big, but I feel like this product goes such a long way. This is one of the like most thick, most rich, most hydrating, like just really rich and thick kind of moisturizer I've ever tried. To be honest, it is a little bit difficult to apply to the skin because it is so incredibly thick. Like if you put a dab on your skin and try to work it into your skin, it doesn't rub in very nicely because it's so thick. What I find the best way to use this is to mix it in with another moisturizer, something a little bit more liquidy or less thick, but that's the way that I've been using this, especially with the Aven Rich Hydrating Cream. Those two paired together are just amazing. Love that combination. Though this has cica, which is like one of the best ingredients for inflamed, reactive skin. It's just very soothing. It has antioxidant properties to it. And this also has vitamin B5, which is a great ingredient as well, just super soothing. The overall vibe of this moisturizer is just uber soothing. If I can remember correctly, this wasn't all that expensive, and the fact that it's lasted me an extremely long time. I'm actually not technically done with this. There is some left in it, but I think it went bad because it started separating and smelling a little weird, so it's definitely time to throw it out. But I wanted to include it in this video because this is such a beautiful find. I love French skincare. The French know how to do skincare really well, and I think it's because from my experience, the water in Paris, and I don't know about the whole country of France, I'm just speaking from my experience going to Paris at one time, the water is super harsh. The water is very alkaline, which is obviously very bad for your skin because your skin is generally on the more acidic side. So alkaline water, very hard water, is quite detrimental to your skin. So I do find that their skincare tends to be very soothing, very moisturizing, very reparative, which I really appreciate. So would I repurchase this? Probably not right now, only because I have so many products in my backlog that I'm trying to get through and review for you guys. But this moisturizer does have a very special place in my heart. I do really, really enjoy it. So I will definitely not forget about this if I ever, you know, have an opening in my skincare routine where I'm looking for something really thick and rich and hydrating. This is the one I'm probably gonna pick up first. Ooh, that was a lot of skincare. I'm very overwhelmed. I'm like staring at my pile of like 10 products and I'm like, damn, that's a lot. If you did enjoy today's video, I'd love it if you gave it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments that you wanna see more Empties videos. I definitely am going through way more product than I used to just because I get a lot of PR now, and I try to use as many different products as my skin can handle because I just love new skincare. I love new products. I love trying new things because there's something always very exciting about getting a new product and be like, could this be the next best thing? So yeah, I have a lot of exciting videos coming up. Definitely subscribe so you don't miss any of them. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching and spending this time with me. Have a beautiful week and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.